Cities are often associated with culture and excitement rather than beauty. Yet many of the world's urban hubs rival the prettiest villages and the most striking natural wonders in the looks department. These are the beautiful cities with breathtaking surroundings, awe-inspiring architecture and landmarks that have stood for centuries, from colorful old towns to sleek modern skylines. Here's a look at the most beautiful cities in the world. Number 30. Cartagena. Cartagena is a major city on Colombia's Caribbean coast. It was founded by the Spanish in 1533, who named it after Cartagena, Spain. During Spain's domination in South America, the city was the center of politics and the economy. It is quite a modern city today, but you'll find a walled historic center and the fortress deemed the largest fortifications in South America that defended it. Cartagena has a rich cultural scene with festivals throughout the year, museums and art galleries. Number 29. Vancouver, situated between the Coast Mountains and the Pacific Ocean in British Columbia. Vancouver is favored for its majestic landscapes that present a natural playground where tourists can swim in the ocean, rollerblade through scenic parks and snow ski in the mountains, all in one day. The third largest metropolitan area in the country, Vancouver is one of the most popular places to visit in Canada. Vancouver's star attraction is Stanley Park, which covers a huge area of woodlands, gardens and green spaces. Some of the city's other top sites include Granville Island's remarkable food market and Chinatown's vibrant array of shops. Number 28. Tallinn. The capital of Estonia, Tallinn entices with its 14th-century-old town built as a defense system. When you walk through the impressive medieval Viru gates, you can feel the history right away. Tallinn's city wall are still walkable, complete with windows where you can glimpse the charming city below. There are also historic churches such as St. Olav's Church dating back to the 1200s. Tallinn has a hipster side too, which can be found at a reclaimed factory area, where former warehouses now contain trendy restaurants, bars and shops. Number 27. Rouge. Picture perfect Bruges. Medieval streets are dreamy to explore. Its delightful cobbled streets give way to cafe-lined squares and meandering canals, as ancient church spires tower over everything. One of the most scenic places in Europe, it is nicknamed the Venice of the North, and is the most popular city to visit in Belgium. While it is undoubtedly lovely, it can get overcrowded with tourists, so it's best to try and visit midweek if possible. Wandering around this charming city, you'll find atmospheric bars and cafes hidden away amongst its alleys, perfect for sampling some of Belgium's fantastic beers. Number 26. Luang Prabang. Lying in the north of Laos, at the point where the Mekong and Namkhan rivers join. Luang Prabang is certainly set in a scenic spot surrounded by mountains, rainforests and waterfalls. It has lots of incredible kayak trips, river cruises and treks for you to enjoy. While its natural wonders are a treat to explore, the small city also boasts a rich cultural and religious heritage, home to a number of important Buddhist temples and monasteries. Its name in Lao actually means royal Buddha image, long ruled by France. The city also has some lovely old villas that date back to colonial times. Number 25. Dubai rising from amid the desert, Dubai's epic skyline is a testament to humankind's creativity and engineering prowess. Transformed by oil money, the once sleepy seaside settlement is not only one of the commercial and cultural capitals of the United Arab Emirates, but the Middle East as well. Very cosmopolitan, Dubai constantly pushes the boundaries of what is possible. As such, it is home to the world's tallest skyscraper and the human-made Palm Islands. In addition to this, it is also a shopper's dream, while its culinary and nightlife scenes are just as fun and fresh in terms of what they offer. Number 24. Prague. Prague was given the nickname City of 100 Spires, and it's not wholly incorrect. The old town of Prague is bristling with Gothic Renaissance and Baroque architecture, boasting soaring spires that make the skyline like something from another time now. The capital of the Czech Republic, Prague was once capital of the Kingdom of Bohemia. Prague has a lot of sites pointing to its history, like the 9th century AD Prague Castle. There's the 14th century Charles Bridge boasting its stunningly ornate Gothic towers, and the old town square where you'll find Prague astronomical clock, the oldest still functioning in the world. Number 23. Singapore, lying at the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula. The city-state of Singapore is a very compact, convenient and cool place to visit, one of the most densely populated cities in the world. It is home to lots of skyscrapers, modern shopping malls and bustling neighborhoods. There is a surprising amount of nature, however, with the beautiful botanic gardens being particularly delightful to relax in, as it is very multicultural. The city's Chinese, Malay and Indian influences can be seen wherever you go. Singaporeans are obsessed with food, and the many eateries, restaurants and street food stalls all serve up lots of local delicacies. Number 22. Sydney, almost picture perfect. Sydney is a fantastic city with a lot going for it. A modern city with a long history. Sydney is defined by its scenic harbour. The region's first inhabitants lived along the harbour's bank for thousands of years. Today, ferries take visitors for cruises under the famed Sydney Harbour Bridge and past the iconic Sydney Opera House. Beautiful Bondi Beach is a must-see also when visiting Sydney as well. Surrounding the city, there are a number of brilliant national parks for visitors and locals alike to enjoy, as well as some interesting and educational historical sites. Number 21. San Miguel de Allende. One of the most popular destinations in Mexico. San Miguel de Allende is a picturesque and charming Mexican city that is magical to wander around looking out over the Rio Laja. The city is beautifully located on a steep hillside. Its cobbled streets and delightful colonial architecture make it a treat to behold. Although there are no major attractions, simply being here is a treat. Whether it's dining in the great restaurants, perusing the galleries, or visiting the nearby hot springs, this city won't disappoint. Number 20, St. Petersburg. The old capital of Imperial Russia, St. Petersburg, is the cultural center of the country. It was founded in 1703 by Peter the Great. It is home to lavish imperial buildings. Other sites include the Mariinsky Theatre for a world-class ballet and opera, the lavish 1880s Church of Spilled Blood, as well as the State Russian Museum. The Hermitage Museum, spread over 6 buildings, including the beautiful Winter Palace, has an incredible collection of antiques to marvel at. St. Petersburg is also a canal city with a Baltic coastline to boot. Number 19. Chiang Mai, located in the north of Thailand on the banks of the Ping River. Chiang Mai has long attracted traders and travelers to its shores, once the capital of the Lan Not Kingdom. Its historic center is surrounded by ancient city walls. Enclosed within them, you can find amazing temples, pagodas, stupas, and museums, with Wat praising being its most famous attraction. While the city has a lovely laid-back feel to it, its marvelous night bazaar bustles with life and is not to be missed out on, surrounded by lush rainforests and picturesque countryside. Chiang Mai is a great alternative or addition to Bangkok's busy streets. Hue is a charming town known for its great atmosphere at the mouth of the Tu Ban River on Vietnam's central coast. The town boasts a well-preserved Southeast Asian trading port, which it once was until the river sold it up. The narrow winding lanes of the old port are lined with beautiful old architecture, traditional wooden houses, and hundreds of tailor shops selling everything from clothing to souvenirs. Number 17. Chefchaouen. Located in the northwest of Morocco, the small city of Chefchaouen is famous for its mesmerizing Medina. Every building in the old town is painted a lovely shade of blue, while some claim that it was Jewish refugees in the 1930s who painted the town to symbolize the sky and heaven. Others postulate that the buildings were decked in blue to keep mosquitoes away. Whatever the reason, Chefchaouen certainly makes for a spectacular sight, particularly when contrasted with the dusty, arid Rif Mountains with lots of exquisite architecture, a thriving culinary scene, and loads of breathtaking photo opportunities. The Blue Pearl is not to be missed. Number 16. San Francisco. Said on the tip of a peninsula, San Francisco is a beautiful city in Northern California that is famous for a lot of things. Undoubtedly, the Golden Gate Bridge is the city's #1 attraction. Tourists can drive, bike ride, or walk across this famous suspension bridge to admire and photograph stunning views. There's also the bustling Chinatown, the seafood at the ever-popular Fisherman's Wharf, the notorious island prison of Alcatraz, and the famously steep and winding Lombard Street. You'll be hard-pressed to get bored in this fascinating city. Music. Number 15. Jaipur. Lying in the northeast of the country, the Pink City is one of India's most popular tourist destinations. And with good reason. Although it is primarily known for the massive and majestic Amber Fort, the city boasts a whole host of beautiful palaces and temples of these Jantar Mantar. And the city palace are the undoubted highlights, the capital of Rajasthan state. Jaipur is colorful and chaotic in equal measure. This is what makes it so fun to explore, with rickshaws whizzing past you and gorgeous rose-colored buildings wherever you look. Jaipur serves as a wonderful introduction to India's many riches. Number 14. London. One of the most famous and iconic cities in the world. London has long been a trendsetter when it comes to popular culture, as it has appeared in so many movies, Its many landmarks are instantly recognizable, with the Tower Bridge just one of its main attractions. The English capital has a thriving arts and culture scene, with most of its museums being free to the public. The changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace is a not-to-be-missed experience, as is watching the minutes tick away at Big Ben, probably the world's most famous clock. Number 13. Cusco. Formerly the capital of the Inca Empire, Cusco is mesmerizing to wander around as decadent colonial churches jostle for supremacy with the Incan temples and modern fast food joints that line its ancient cobbled streets. The archaeological capital of the continent is simply breathtaking for its fantastic wealth of historical sites and rich cultural heritage. The surrounding area is full of amazing sights just waiting to be explored. And as the gateway to Machu Picchu, Cusco is a must-see city in Peru. Number 12. Kyoto, widely reputed to be the most beautiful city in Japan. Kyoto is a treat to visit, the nation's capital for over 1,000 years. It sports lots of incredible historical sites and cultural landmarks dotted around its ancient streets. You'll find wonderful palaces and idyllic gardens with 2,000 Shinto shrines and Buddhist temples to check out. In addition to this, its historic district of Gion is also well worth exploring. It is here that you can find lots of geishas and traditional inns, while Kyoto is lovely to visit. At any time of year, it is particularly magical when the cherry blossoms are in bloom. Number 11. Venice. Venice is for romantics who love gliding through the Grand Canal with a gondolier, singing Italian love songs. This is, after all, the city that sent Marco Polo off on his journey to China. Start your exploration of Venice at San Marco Square, the city's most famous square. Here you'll find the Doge's Palace, the seat of Venetian government, and St. Mark's Basilica, the main church in Venice, with stunning views from the tower. Venice is also famous for its bridges along the canals. Number 10. Hong Kong, proudly proclaiming itself to be Asia's world city. Hong Kong is certainly very different and distinct from the mainland. This is because the harbour city was formerly a British colony and was only returned to China in 1997, attractive to both businesses and tourists alike. It sports many excellent restaurants, bars and shops with historic and cultural sites also on offer. In addition to this, the city is home to Disneyland and Ocean Park, both of which are very popular with families. Remarkably, much of Hong Kong is actually made up of mountains and parks, with Victoria Park boasting incredible views of both the city's iconic skyline and Victoria Harbour. Number 9. Havana, with an old-timey feel. Havana's atmospheric colonial streets have definitely seen better days. Although this only adds to the charm, visitors will revel in the wealth of historic buildings on show. Its scenic plazas are a delightful place to while away the day, watching Cadillacs trundle by and listening to the salsa that hypnotically plays over the airwaves. Once a revolutionary hotbed, Havana now attracts more than its fair share of tourists, and visitors invariably come away impressed at the city's amazing art and architecture. Number 8. Jerusalem, fought over, destroyed and rebuilt numerous times over the millennia. Jerusalem really is unlike anywhere else on earth. This is because it is home to some of Christianity, Islam and Judaism's holiest sites within the old city walls. You can find not only the Western Wall, but the Dome of the Rock and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. History really is everywhere you look, and its ancient streets teem with pilgrims who have come to pay their respects. Each of its quarters has its own unique identity, and getting lost in their Warren-like streets is all part of what makes Jerusalem so magical. Number 7. Paris, with some of the most recognizable buildings and monuments in the world. Paris is a must-see city to visit, with a never-ending list of things to see and do, situated on the banks of La Seine. The elegant and stylish capital of France is a romantic place, with lovely boulevards, beautiful buildings and sights like the Eiffel Tower, and gleaming Sacré-Cœur, rising towards the heavens, renowned for its cuisine. Paris has a plethora of restaurants to choose from. Watch out though, it is very easy to spend a lot of money in a short amount of time. Number 6. Rio de Janeiro. One of the most beautiful cities on earth. Rio de Janeiro is simply incredible to behold, with the famous Copacabana beach, curving gently along the shores of Guanabara Bay, and Christ the Redeemer, stretching towards the heavens. It really is a picture-perfect place. Complementing this majestic scenery is the sun-soaked beach of the Ipanema, as well as the tropical forest-covered mountains and brightly colored favelas that dot Brazil's second-largest city. A happening city. The best time of the year to visit is during its famous carnival, when Rio is transformed into the party capital of the world. Number 5. Dubrovnik. Set in the south of Croatia on the Adriatic Sea, Dubrovnik is famous for its old town. This wild medieval town was shelled in 1991 during the Balkan Wars, but has been restored to its former glory. Take a walk along the old city walls and be beguiled by the Baroque buildings, or enjoy a lazy afternoon at street-side restaurants, soaking up the splendor of the city. The old town has also gained popularity for being the filming location of Game of Thrones and Star Wars, which just goes to show what an iconic place the old wild city is. Number 4. Cape Town. Located on the southwest tip of South Africa's Western Cape Province, Cape Town is the most popular tourist destination in all of Africa. The metropolis enjoys a mild Mediterranean climate, a well-developed infrastructure, and a spectacular natural setting. Cape Town's center is located in a relatively small area between Table Mountain and Table Bay. The city also serves as a home base for exploring nearby attractions, including the region's many diverse beaches, as well as the rolling hills and valleys of the winelands. Number 3. Istanbul. Once serving as the capital of the Ottoman and Byzantine empires, Istanbul today is the largest city in Turkey, and one of the largest in the world. Istanbul stretches across a narrow strait that connects Asia and Europe, making it the only city in the world spanning 2 continents. Top attractions include the Hagia Sophia, that's been a Greek Orthodox Christian basilica, then an imperial mosque and now a museum, and the 15th century Topkapi Palace. Also a museum today. Getting a little shopping at the Grand Bazaar that's been in operation since 1461. Number 2. New York City, the jewel in the crown of the USA. When it comes to urban areas, New York is a mega city that is absolutely packed full of iconic places, areas and buildings. In fact, sometimes it feels like you're walking through familiar territory, thanks to how often the city features in Hollywood films. There's Central Park, the Empire State Building, Grand Central Station, Times Square. Even the 5 boroughs that make up NYC are famous. Then there's the culture, Koreatown, multiple Chinatowns, the remnants of Little Italy, and communities from Jewish to African American. Make New York a true world city, made rich by the people who flocked here from all over the world. Number 1. Rome, formerly the capital of the Roman Empire. Rome today is the government seat and capital city of Italy, located in the country's central region of Lazio. Rome is a vast and complex city that is both historic and modern at the same time, best known for housing ancient Roman structures. And the Vatican City, Rome has endured for more than 2,500 years as an important center for culture, power, and religion, from ancient romantic plazas to stunning cathedrals and Renaissance architecture. There is so much to see and do in Rome that it could take months or even years to see it all. Thanks for watching True Path Travel. Subscribe for